And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody watching this High Button Sports broadcast. I'm Cohen Ingram. We're here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, ready to bring you Game 2 in the best-of-5 matchup here in the Nova Scotia Finals for the Maritime Major U18 Female Hockey League. As we have the Surge facing off against the Greenfoot Caps, two city teams battling it out. Last night, Caps able to come out on top with a 2-1 win over the Surge, scoring late in the third period to take Game 1. Starting us off here now, it's going to be Cardinal lose control of the puck, and a quick shot there by Robertson as it's going to be sent over to the far right side. Now up at the blue line, Walsh winds up for a slap shot. That's going to be kicked around the wall. Now up to Mitchell at the blue line. She sends it back down. Allman tries to pinch. Mitchell now sends it up to Robertson. Robertson tries to move in. That's taken away as White tries to take the puck and move it out of the zone. It's going to be sent back in deep by the Surge as they go for a line change. Now the Caps have a hold of the puck. It's White. Had 2 goals last night. The only 2 for the Caps in the game, showcasing her unreal speed, going coast to coast a few times, 2 of them being successful, as now it's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone by the Caps. Back into Surge territory. Greenwood has a hold of it now in the neutral zone, passes center ice, works into Caps territory as that's going to be sent behind the net. Joseph goes to collect. Now it's going to be picked up by Wilkie as she sends it over to Ashbridge. McCormick sends it back in deep behind the net. Joseph chasing after it, battling alongside Harland. And now it's going to be Ashbridge. Ashbridge loses control of the puck. Sent back. Nedelku has a hold of it here for the Surge, sends it over to Rosong. Now Rosong passes it on up to Joseph. Joseph is going to send it in deep and go for a change. Battling down low, Buffett. Lose control of puck. So that's going to be sent back low. On the right side, Walsh pinches down low into the corner. Now it's going to be collected by Buffett. Over on the near side, working into the offensive zone, the Caps. That pass goes wide. Prince unable to connect with the puck. It's going to be icing for the first whistle of this game. 17:46 left to go in the first period of play here on High Button Sports. Face-off's going to be over on the near side here in Caps territory. Taking the draw is going to be Gould. Matched up against Leslie here down in the offensive zone. A chance for the Surge to put the first one on the board of this game, as that's going to be won back by Gould. That's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone now. Battling forward along the blue line here. It's going to be kicked back towards Surge territory. Mitchell is going to send it in deep into the Cap zone as it's going to be played out by Oliveira. Oliveira tries to slide it up the far side wall. Now kicked out to Prince here in the neutral zone. She tries to move down. That's going to be picked up now by Mitchell. Mitchell slides it up to Gould. Now it's Driscoll. Sends it back. Pass from Searle goes wide, and that's going to be sent back in deep here by the Surge. Searle has a hold of it behind the net. Now moved over to the left side. It's going to be kicked out and heading towards Surge territory. Not going to be icing as Tran goes down behind the goal line to collect. Sends it up the wall. That's collected now by Almond as she works out into the neutral zone. Passes it over to Poirier, who fails to enter, as that's going to be kicked back. Kim has a hold of it. Looks around for a pass option. Wraps around from behind the net. Tries to chip it up to Wagner along the wall. As the puck exits into the neutral zone, Ashbridge sends it back to DeRosier. Now over to the left side. That's going to be sent in deep by the Caps behind the net. Tran works from the corner now up to Almond, who's able to enter into the neutral zone not for long, as that's going to be kicked back out. Kearney tries to send it back in deep. Tran now moves over to the left side. Kim up to Joseph. Joseph moves past center ice, tripped up on the play, as that's going to be kicked out now up to White. White tries to exit into the neutral zone. She's taken down. McCormick tries to find it. Lost in the feet now against the wall. Greenwood sends it up into the offensive zone as that's going to go over to the right side. Leslie. That's going to be chipped off the glass now, exiting. As Walsh tries to make it in deep, she's going to send it down after crossing center ice, and Greenwood goes to pick up the puck here in the corner, slides it across. Nobody was there for the pass option as the Caps try to go the other way. That's going to be chipped up by Jodry, and it's going to be a foot race, and it's going to end up being icing here with 15:25 left to go in this first period of play. Face-off's going to be on the right side here in the Cap zone. Allman taking the draw, matched up against Jodry. Off the face-off, it's going to be one forward by Almond as she chases after it there behind the net. On the left side, Ashbridge collects it along the wall. Now trying to move up. That pass from Jodry makes it into the neutral zone. Beaton goes to collect there in the corner now. Along the left side against the Zamboni doors, it's going to be collected by Ashbridge as she looks around for a pass option, holds on to it, now sends it towards the net where that's going to be a pad stop for Feltham. Now wrapping around, Driscoll tries to get a shot on net, that goes wide. That one's chipped up in the air, recollected. Now sent back towards Driscoll. She's taken down along the wall by Rosong. Rosong looks around, chips it up to Robertson. Now back to Rosong as Rosong tries to send it across. White picks off that pass, now tries to move into the offensive zone on the right side. White goes towards the wall, now works behind the net. Slides it up to the blue line. Harlan sends it over. Wilkie takes a shot. That's going to be blocked by Robertson in the lane as that's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone now. Entering Driscoll. Loses control of the puck as that's going to be sent back out. Audain can't get to it. Now it's Rosong looking for a breakout option. Finds Buffett on the near side wall. That's going to be kicked out. Harlan sends it back into Surge territory as Walsh goes to collect behind the net. Walsh works back around to the opposite side after pressure being applied by Ashbridge as Vitor now works the puck up into the neutral zone. Tries to slide it over to Buffett, but pinched up against the wall before she can make a pass. Ashbridge now works over onto the near side wall. Pressure being applied by Gould as she gets a stick check. Now that's going to be moved up to center ice. Gould battling for it here against the wall. It's going to be sent into Caps territory as Searle goes back into her own zone, sends it over to the far side where it's going to be collected by Beaton. Vitor applying pressure down low, takes the puck back as that's going to be sent over to the left side corner where the Caps collect. Ashbridge tries to find Audain. Now it's going to be taken away by Wagner as she tries to move into the offensive zone, but Harlan picks off that puck. Now it's going to be sent in deep into the offensive zone by Audain. Beaton chases after it, able to get there first for the Caps. As it's going to be sent up the wall, Leslie tries to take a shot. Tied up here, Poirier able to collect the puck. Taken back by the Caps as White tries to move into the offensive zone, and it's going to be called offside here. 12:39 left to go in this period. We're still scoreless, folks. Busy day for the High Button Sports crew as we were in Cole Harbor Place for most of this Sunday afternoon, supplying the Joe Lamontagne tournament with highlights all day long, as well as the shootouts yesterday. If you guys want to go see the finals go down at the Joe Lamontagne tournament, make sure to check out High Button Joe on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit a like button on a video or two, show your support, and go watch your favorite minor hockey team battle it out at the Joe Lamontagne tournament tomorrow. As that's going to be picked up by Joseph along the corner. McCormick has a hold of it, pinched up against the wall, now recollects, slides it up to Rosong at the blue line. Rosong takes a shot, that's going to go off a skate. Now going the other way. It's going to be a foot race as that pass goes wide. Feltham's going to cover, and it's going to be blown down for a whistle. 12:09 on the clock. Jodry matched up against Gould here in Surge territory. As that one's going to be kicked out to the blue line, a quick shot. That one goes wide as Walsh collects behind the net, now sends it over to the near side wall. Ashbridge battling for it here for the Caps. It's going to be collected by Gould and sends it back down behind the net as Walsh goes to collect on the far side. Sends it up to Poirier as Poirier tries to work into the neutral zone. Now Wagner into the offensive zone, lose control of the puck as Harland sends it over to Wilkie on the near side. Wilkie back over to Harland as she tries to move the opposite way. Walsh picks off that pass, takes a shot. It's way up in the air, and it's going to bounce over to the left side. Wilkie slides it up to Ashbridge. Ashbridge tries to send it into the middle of the defensive zone as that's going to be picked up by the Surge down low. Hartnell battling for it. Able to come out of the scrum with the puck as that's going to be sent up the wall. Robertson sends it back down low. Robertson sends it up. Tran takes a slap shot. That's going to be gloved by Oliveira. Loose puck. Scary situation there for the Caps here in the defensive zone as that's going to be sent back down low by the Surge. Over to Almond. Wilkie battling for it there behind the net. Trying to loop around here, Almond. Works over to the left side. Slides it up to the blue line as that's Kim with a shot. Now it's going to be sent up to Tran as she pinches down low with a backhand shot. That's blocked by Harlan. Now up to Almond at the blue line. She walks in from the point, shoots. That's blocked by Beaton. Now Robertson feeds it up to the blue line for Kim. Kim takes a shot through traffic. That's redirected and just goes wide right. Plenty of chances here for the Surge in the offensive zone as the Caps now take it the other way as that's now going to be taken away. Kim has some space, catching the Caps on a late change as it's going to be the two defensemen, Tran and Kim, going into the offensive zone deep to keep this puck in the hands of the Surge as we have a delayed penalty call here on the Caps. 10:09 left to go. The Surge get the first power play of the game, and it's going to be number 11, Ellie Harland, sent to the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. 10:09 left to go in this first period of play. Face-off's going to be on the left side here in the Cap zone. McCormick try to win the draw there, but it's going to be won back by the Caps as that's sent over to the far side wall. It takes a weird bounce, and it's going to exit the zone. Feltham plays the puck, sends it over to Nedelku as she tries to send it over to the left side. Rosong now looks around, sends it up to McCormick. McCormick moves down on the far near side wall, behind the net. Now over to the far side, sends it up to the blue line. Nedelku over to Rosong. Rosong now takes a shot. Pad save there by Oliveira. As Rosong tries to send it back down low. Harland. Greenwood now has it in the corner for the Surge. Slides it up to Rosong at the blue line. Rosong finds Walsh. Walsh works in, shoots, tipped in front, and that just goes wide after Greenwood was able to get a stick on the puck in the lane and redirect it towards the net. As now Walsh moves in from the point, takes it, pass across. McCormick shoots, that goes off the shoulder of Oliveira. Now Searle sends it up the wall. McCormick collects on the far side, tries to move down as that's going to be collected by Nedelku. Now Greenwood, back to McCormick. She shoots a rebound opportunity. Loose puck in front. Greenwood with another rebound opportunity, and Harlan tries to clear the puck up the wall as Rosong's going to send it back down low. Along the wall, Rosong goes to pinch. That's going to be kept in the hands of Greenwood as she tries to slide it in front. No Surge forwards in play as that's going to be loose puck there behind the net. Hartnell able to collect it. Now back up to the blue line, Walsh. Moves in towards the point now, sends it over to Allman, back to Walsh. Walsh feeds it over to Hartnell. Hartnell moves over to the right side of the corner, now takes a shot, that goes off the iron. That's going to be a clear attempt by the Caps. And we're back to equal strength, 5-on-5. Harland out of the box. Mitchell looks for a pass option, sends it up into the neutral zone for Joseph as that pass is going to go offline. Joseph tries to work into the offensive zone. Beaton now sends it up to White as White tries to enter on the left side. Pumps the brakes on the circle, now tries to move it in front for a loose chance, and that's going to be taken away as Joseph collects it on the near side wall. to Rosier. Looks for a pass option, sends it across as that's going to be picked up by Hartnell as she sends it into the offensive zone. Heads up as that goes into the Caps bench, actually. And out of play. We got 7:37 left to go here in this first period of play. McCormick taking the draw. Matched up against Kearney. False start there by the Surge as they recollect. That's going to be won back by the Caps. Leslie sends it over to the left side. That's going to be kept in the offensive zone here by the Surge. Now kicked out as White has a hold of it. Passing center ice into Surge territory. White loses control of it on the toe drag as that's going to be sent down into the corner. Mitchell sends it over to Walsh. Walsh tries to get a breakout feed going as Buffett loses control of the puck. Now Gould. Now it's going to be collected by Beaton along the near side wall. She sends it into the corner. Mitchell tries to feed it up. Beaton loses a stick there behind the net as that's going to go off the glass and out of the zone. It's going to be a foot race to Rosier and Buffett chasing after the puck into the corner. That's going to be collected by Robertson as she sends it down low for Buffett. Buffett try to get the pass out in front of the net. Now Robertson collects it on the far side wall as the whistle is going to be blown, and it's going to be a hand pass, so the faceoff is going to be just outside the Cap zone here on the far side, potentially. And yes, it will be. As that's going to be picked up now by Kim. She loses control of the puck. Battling for it there along the Surge bench. As it's now knocked loose. Over to Tran. Tran now looks for a pass option, sends it up. As it's Almond on the right side, trying to work into the offensive zone. Stick check there by Ashbridge. Knocks the puck loose as that's going to wrap around the wall over to the near side. Wagner. Lose control of the puck. Now it's going to be collected by Almond. Almond tries to work in. Poirier now. Loose puck in front. Oliveira jumps on it, gets a pad on it, and covers it for the whistle. 6:09 left to go here in this first period of play, folks. We're still scoreless. Shots on goal right now. 6-1 Surge lead in that stat category. McCormick versus Driscoll on the draw. It's going to be won back by McCormick. A quick shot there by Walsh, and that's going to be recollected now as White tries to move the other way. Changes direction, now tries to work into the middle of the ice. Walsh with a big defensive play there, able to stop White from even entering into the offensive zone. As now going the other way, a 2-on-2. McCormick slides it over to Joseph. Joseph shoots, and that just goes over top of the net on the right side as that's going to be sent down into the corner. Harland. Now Searle wraps it around the boards. Walsh tries to pinch. She loses control of the puck. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 going the other way, except White goes for a change instead. Working in that quick shot there, and Feltham gets the glove on it for the save and the whistle. Off the draw. Now that's going to be sent into the corner. Beaton works from behind the net, now looks for a pass option. She holds on to the puck, now knocked loose into the corner. Beaton able to recollect. Now looks for a pass option as that's going to be sent back for Ashbridge and sent towards the net, but it's going to go wide. Now Buffett works into the neutral zone, loses control of the puck there as it's going to be recollected by Nedelku and sent over to Rosong. Rosong passes center ice, and that's going to be offside as Buffett just a few strides ahead. As that's going to be picked up now by Rosong. She sends it deep into the neutral zone. Now it's going to be a foot race. Fautor able to get to that puck first behind the goal line, and a stick check coming from Leslie knocks the puck free. Fautor sends it back down low behind the net. Buffett tries to get a backhand feed for the one-timer in front as that's going to be sent up the far side wall. Buffett taken down to the ice there in the corner as the puck leaks out into the neutral zone now. Rosong works up, sends it down towards the net as that's going to go behind it. DeRosier goes to collect on the far side corner with a breakout pass over to Beaton. Now Kearney has a hold of it along the Caps bench there, as it's going to be offside. Now Robertson feeds it back. Rosong over to Walsh. Walsh with a sauce pass finds Robertson on the weak side as she moves into the offensive zone. Takes a shot. That one's blocked and goes wide. Beaton sends it up. So that's going to be collected by Kearney. Now up to White on the right side. Sends it back to center ice for Kearney as Beaton now works into the offensive zone. That's collected by Mitchell as Robertson sends it up to Almond. Almond, backhand pass, finds Hartnell as she works into the offensive zone on the right side. Tries to slide it up to Robertson as that's knocked by the Caps. Beaton over to White. White now on the right side, moves into the offensive zone, takes a quick shot. Feltham flashes the leather there and gets the save. 3:40 on the clock. Shots on goal 6-3 with the Surge still leading in that stat category. McCormick unable to win the draw there as Wilkie sends it back down low into the corner. So that's going to be sent behind the net. Kim chases after it. O'Dane pinched up against the wall there as that's going to be sent down behind the net. Tran sends it over to the far side as that's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone where Harland sends it back in deep. Tran works over to the near side corner now, tries to get a breakout feed back behind the net for Kim. Kim recollects, works over to the right side, now looks for a pass option. She's going to take it for herself. Moves it up to Joseph. Joseph sends it deep into the offensive zone towards the net as Oliveira is going to play it out for Harland. Now on the near side wall, battling for it, the Surge. Trying to poke that puck, loses McCormick. Almost had a hold of it there, but that's going to be taken back by O'Dane. Behind the net now, trying to move it up, Searle. Passes it over to the right side. Greenwood collects, now tries to send it down low. As it's going to be Nedelku with the puck. That's sent down. Chipped off the mesh and out of play. 2:27 as we're going to add 2 seconds on the clock for the folks at home. Trying to keep it as accurate as possible at all times to get the most out of your viewing experience here on High Button Sports. Gould taking the draw in the offensive zone on the left side. With just 2:27 left to go here in this first period of play, a good chance for the Surge to put the first one on the board and take an early lead here in this one, as that's going to be kicked out to the left side off the draw, battling against the near side wall here. Vitor is going to send it down low as that's going to be collected now by the Caps as Driscoll tries to get a breakout going as that's sent up to Prince, and Prince kicks it out into the neutral zone. Now DeRosier has it. Works it off the near side wall and tries to feed it up to Beaton as she works into the offensive zone now. Tries to take a shot there. Now Driscoll collects it behind the net here for the Caps. Drops it off for Beaton as that's going to be taken away as Gould collects. Now chips it off the boards. DeRosier pinches and sends it back down low. Rosong off the boards. Now moving up is going to be Votor. Votor is going to kick it into the offensive zone and go for a change as that's going to be picked up now by Leslie. Leslie tries to work in on the right side. That's going to go off the stick of Mitchell as she collects it, now sends it over to Walsh. Walsh wraps it around for Poirier. That pass goes offline, but it's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone, so the Caps have to recollect and heads up as that's going to go into the mesh and now to play. 1:21 left to go here in this first period. Face off right outside the Surge zone here on the near side wall. So that's going to be collected by Mitchell. Mitchell sends it over to Walsh. Walsh now passes it up to Hartnell. So that's going to enter into the offensive zone as it goes off somebody on the Caps bench and out of play. Almond matched up against Beaton here in the offensive zone for the Surge. So that's going to be one back. A quick shot there by Robertson. It's lost in the feet. Hartnell takes a shot. Now that's going to be sent behind the net where Almond collects And the net is going to be off. Whistle blown here. 1:05 on the clock here in this first period of play. Shots on goal still 6-4. Surge still leading in that stat category, as the officials just try to adjust the post a little bit. And now off the draw, that's going to be sent up to the blue line. Walsh sends it back down low. Goes over to the left side, as that's going to be picked up by the Caps. Beaton looks for a pass option, banks it off the wall as we're into the final minute of play here in the first period. That's going to be picked up by Kearney down low on the Zamboni doors. Now picked up by the Surge as they try to go the other way with the clock ticking down. Mitchell sends that pass wide as we have 33 seconds left to go. Walsh collects the puck here for the Surge. Now that pass is picked off by Beaton as she works along the far side wall. Now sends it up to White. White tries to get a shot off. That's picked up by Mitchell now. She works now behind her own net. Sends it over to Walsh. Walsh in the corner, chips it up to Hartnell. Hartnell works into the neutral zone and tries to feed it into the offensive zone there, as that's going to be collected by Audain now on the near side. Audain works into Surge territory, has some time here, takes a shot. That goes off the iron now, off the skate of Feltham, and that's going to do it here for the first period of play between the Lindsay Surge and the Greenfoot Caps, as we still have a 0-0 game here on High Button Sports. I'm Cohen Ingram. We'll be right back in just a few moments. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to High Button Sports as we're here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, ready to bring you the second period of play between the Greenfoot Caps and the Lindsay Surge here on High Button Sports. I'm Cohen Ingram bringing you this live coverage as it's currently Game 2. The Greenfoot Caps were able to secure a 2-1 win just last night over the Surge to put them up 1 in this best-of-5 series. As we're ready at center ice, everybody's lined up, everybody's ready to go, just like we are. In nets for the Surge, for anybody new just coming to watch now, is going to be number 1, Eleanor Feltham. And for the Caps, it's number 29, Liliana Oliveira. And the puck drops and we're ready to go, as that's going to be sent up into the offensive zone by the Caps. Quickly, Feltham comes out of the net to play the puck, as that's going to be sent down into the corner. Battling for it here, Walsh. Along the wall, it's going to be kicked up. Now collected by Beaton as she tries to send it across over to the far side. White takes a quick shot as that's going to go far wide, as that's now collected by Beaton on the near side wall. She works along the blue line. That pass goes wide into the neutral zone as the Caps are forced to recollect. Now that's going to be kicked out. White now has a hold of the puck as she works in. On the right side, tries to do a toe drag and a poke check there by Mitchell. Knocks the puck loose as Hartnell now moves into center ice. Works into Caps territory, but it's going to be offside here. 19-14 left to go in the second period of play. And off the draw, that's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone. Nedelku takes a quick shot. That's going to be sent over to the left side. As going down low, Wilkie battling along the wall with Joseph as she loses control of the puck. Now that's going to be collected by Beaton. Taken back by Joseph as that's going to be over to the far side wall. Ashbridge now works from behind the net over to the near side. Tries to get a pass option. Feeds it up to Beaton. That's going to go wide. Nedelku collects it in the neutral zone. Now tries to send it across to Joseph. That pass goes wide as well, as Ashbridge now collects in her own zone. Looks for a pass option. That one goes wide. Rosong sends it back in deep. Wilkie. That's going to wrap around the boards now, collected by Beaton. As that pass sent over to Prince. Prince tries to walk in and take a shot. Forced into the corner. As that goes along the wall. Joseph tries to fish it off the boards there. Searle goes to help out. Prince able to fish the puck out now, works down the wall. Rosong quickly applied pressure as that's going to be sent over to the far side. Nedelku chases after it, but Driscoll able to get there first as she works from behind the net, lose control of it after a stick check from McCormick. Now kicked up along the wall. It's going to be a foot race. Joseph able to get there first, chips it into the offensive zone, but Harland takes it away. Harland now works up past center ice. It's a 3-on-2. Harland feeds it into the middle. That goes wide as that's going to be sent over to the far side boards. Prince now sends it down low for Driscoll. Driscoll sends it down behind the net where White collects. White tries to move it up as she's going to send it back down into the corner. Audane tries to work around, lose control of the puck. Buffett applies pressure there in the corner. Now the Caps try to work out in front. That's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone as Leslie loses control of it. Now Driscoll can't keep a hold of the puck as that's going to be sent back into Caps territory. Dowling can't keep hold of it there as that's going to be collected now by Audane as she works into the offensive zone. Lose control of the puck there after a stick check coming from Walsh. That's going to be sent over to the far side now. Along the wall here, Leslie tries to send it back towards the net. That's going to be collected now. That's Rosong can't keep a hold of the puck. Now Walsh has a hold of it, looks for a stretch pass. Now that's going to go off the glass, unable to find Vautour, who is at center ice there. Now Kearney works into the offensive zone, takes a shot and scores. The Caps put the first one on the board as it's Ash Kearney. Takes a little tumble going to give handshakes as that's going to be the first goal of the game here. And the Caps have an early 1-0 lead with 16:30 left to go in the second period of play. So we're back at center ice now, ready to get this one back underway. Kearney taking the draw at center ice, matched up against Almond. As that's going to be kicked back. Kim tries to feed it up to Hartnell. Hartnell loses control of the puck. Kim's going to send it back down towards the middle of the offensive zone as White now collects. White sends it over to the left side for Beaton as she tries to work into the offensive zone, sends it back down low. Tran tries to feed it in front. Delayed penalty coming up as I believe it's going to be on the surge here, and it's going to be number 7, Isabel Kim, sent to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking with 16:05 left to go in this second period of play. Shots on goal currently tied at 6 apiece. Beaton going to be taking the draw for the power play line here for the Caps. Taking the draw for the Surge is going to be Greenwood. Walsh sends it over to the far side as Hartnell tries to collect along the wall, lose control of her footing there. Now the Caps try to work towards the net. So that's going to be Driscoll in the corner with the puck. Mitchell applies pressure down low as that's going to be sent over to the left side where Walsh gets the clear as that's going to be batted out of the air by DeRosier. DeRosier goes back behind her own net now, trying to hold on to this puck and work out a breakout as White collects it with speed. Crosses over into the neutral zone, now works past another defender. White takes a quick shot as that's going to go off the stick of Feltham and into the mesh and out of play. Face off on the right side. Driscoll taking the draw once again. Beaten on the left side. Playing the right wing is going to be Kearney, who's able to find the back of the net and give the Caps this early 1-0 lead that they still have here now. Minute 25 left to work with on the power play here for the Caps. Off the draw, it's going to be sent into the corner. Now chasing after it over on the near side. Nedelku matched up against Beaton there, pinched up against the wall as that's going to be collected. White bats it out of the air. Now that's going to be cleared down the ice by the Surge. Chew some time off that clock as we have 1:05 left to go on the power play here for the Caps. DeRosier works out of her own zone, sends it over to the right side as it's going to be White working into the offensive zone, chips it off the boards, now chases after it behind the net. Leslie holds the blue line here with the puck, sends it over to the right side. And a quick shot there by Jodry as it just hits off a stick and goes over top of the net. Beaton now works into the corner, holds on to the puck and looks for a pass option. Moves up to the point, looks for the pass on the right side. Now Leslie shoots. That's going to be blocked in the lane by Poirier as it's going to be Ashbridge. Loses control of it there. Now Beaton on the right side. Pauses, now looks for a pass. Sends it down low into the right side corner. Moving around with the puck, Jodry holds onto it. Sends it down to Beaton in the corner. Beaton sends it up to Leslie at the blue line. Leslie takes a slap shot. That's blocked in the lane by Gould. Now it's going to be Poirier with the clear, and that's going to do it as we're back to equal strength 5-on-5 here on High Button Sports. And they're going to call it an icing with 13:57 left to go in this second period of play. Shots on goal 8-6, with the Caps leading in that stat category for the first time in this game. McCormick taking the draw now for the Surge, as that's going to be won back by the Caps. Holding on to it, Wilkie sends it down into the corner where Jodry collects the puck. Now it's going to be Joseph chasing after it, able to clear it down the ice as it's going to be a foot race. Oliveira is going to cover it for the whistle as we have 13:41 left to go in this second period of play. McCormick taking the draw here in the offensive zone on the left side. as she's going to be swapped out for Greenwood now. Off the draw. It's going to be one back. Now over to the right side. White collects it along the near side wall. That's going to be chipped up into the offensive zone by the Caps as Mitchell now tries to clear it going the other way as that's going to be kept in the offensive zone by White. She walks in, takes a shot. That one goes wide left. Driscoll wraps around from behind the net. Now tries to send it up to DeRosier as that's collected by Joseph. Joseph sends it down to Walsh. Walsh chips it along the wall over to Greenwood now on the far side. Sends it over to Joseph with a stretch feed. Joseph tries to find McCormick at center ice as that's going to be collected now by the Caps. Sent up the wall. Walsh at the blue line. Looks for a lane. Walks in. Holds. Shoots. Glove stop there by Oliveira for the whistle. 12:52 left to go in this second period of play. Off the draw, Poirier sends it up to the blue line over to Rosong. Rosong shoots. That one just goes wide right. Recollected by Poirier along the wall as she's trying to send it down for Hartnell. As that's going to be collected. Allman sends it over to the left side. Rosong tipped in front, and that just goes off the iron. What a close call there for the Surge as another pass goes in front of the net as that's not going to be able to be held in the offensive zone by the Surge. Is now going the other way with it. Ashbridge looking for a breakout option, able to hold on to it by herself. Now works into the offensive zone, takes a shot, and a glove stop there by Feltham for the whistle. Now off the draw, it's going to be sent towards the net, but Walsh takes the puck away. She chips it off the boards, able to clear it out into the neutral zone. Gould sends it over to the right side. Now Buffett tries to send it into the offensive zone as that's going to be kicked back out into the neutral zone where Kearney works in. Now sends it over to White as White takes a shot through traffic. Net guard out on the ice as Walsh looks for a pass option. That's going to be sent up. Harland has a hold of it. Vitor forced to get off the ice there as that was her net guard out there. As that's going to be played by Beaton along the wall. Collected by Buffett. Buffett sends it over to the weak side for Hartnell. An odd man rush here for the Surge. As Hartnell walks in, Hartnell shoots at a pad save there by Oliveira. She jumps on top of it and covers for the whistle. 11:27 on the clock here in this second period of play. Shots on goal 10-9. With the Caps leading in that sack category. Off the draw now, Robertson sends it up to Kim. Kim sends it back down low for Hartnell. Hartnell works it behind the net, now looks for a pass option. Had Robertson, but she was tied up before she could get the pass off there as Jodry collects in the corner. Jodry tries to work up into the neutral zone. Has Beaton on the left, Ashbridge on the right as she works in. Now takes a quick shot. That's going to be sticked up into the mesh and out of play by Feltham. Off the draw, that's going to be one back. Walsh sends it over to the right side. Robertson gets a stick lift there. Now that's going to be kicked free. Collected by Prince on the far side wall, taken back by Mitchell. Mitchell wraps around the net. Two defenders taken down there by the Caps as it's going to be 5-on-3 here for the Surge entering into the offensive zone. Robertson loses control of the puck. Hartnell tries to get a stick lift there as Beaton holds on to the puck here for the Caps, sends it over to Leslie on the near side wall now, sends it up into the middle for Driscoll as that pass is going to go wide and icing is going to be waved off as Mitchell picks it up behind the goal line, tries to feed it up, recollected by Beaton as she works it around the offensive zone on the left side, now sends it down low. Mitchell works along the wall, pinched up against the boards, loses control of the puck as that's going to be cleared out into the neutral zone by the Surge. Searle works it up as that's going to be Walsh now with the puck, who sends it up the wall. Hartnell has a hold of it. Now that's going to be collected by Dowling, taken away as Walsh now collects, moves behind the net, pumps the brakes, works over to the near side, now tries to feed it up the wall for Hartnell. Hartnell can't keep a hold of it there as Mitchell sends it back down low. Some offensive pressure rolling here for the Caps. Surge need to exit the zone as that's going to be knocked towards center ice. Hartnell feeds it up. Robertson loses control of the puck as it's taken back by the Caps. Audain works in on center ice, loses control of it after a stick check coming from Walsh. Walsh feeds it up the wall. Ashbridge takes it away as McCormick applies pressure there in the corner, as that's going to be kept in the offensive zone. Audain takes a quick shot on net. Feltham gets a pad on it. Back into the corner. Audain goes to collect the puck down onto the ice as Wilkie now picks it up on the blue line. Wilkie works around the point, now walks in, has a shot chance. Walsh drops down on one knee and gets the block, as it's going to be Joseph working into the neutral zone, passes center ice, now works into Caps territory on the right side, sends it behind the net. Addison White goes to collect it along the wall as that's going to be kicked out now to center ice where the Caps try to move up into the neutral zone. Beaton chips it up and chases after it behind the net as Nedelku is able to get there first for the Surge. Greenwood now has a hold of the puck. Sauce pass right on the tape there of Joseph as it's going to hop away from her. Now Harlan takes it away for the Caps in the corner of her own zone. Searching for a pass option. Greenwood able to take it away. So that's going to be sent behind the net. Jodry works over to the left side. Joseph goes for a change. Jodry walks in, loses control of the puck there as it's going to be sent back towards center ice. Now Poirier going the other way with it. Chips it up off the glass and deep into the offensive zone as DeRosier chases after for the Caps. Now it's Leslie. Sends it over to the far side. Ashbridge. Now Kim. Jodry sends it up. That's going to be collected by Leslie. In the neutral zone, the Caps. Ashbridge sends it in deep, goes for a change as Kim goes to collect in the corner. That's going to be sent up. Poirier can't get there in time as Searle takes it away. Over to the right side after passing two defenders. Driscoll works into the offensive zone, but it's going to be offside here. 7:31 on the clock. Face-off going to be just outside the Surge zone here. Driscoll taking the draw against Gould. Driscoll is going to win it back. Harlan tries to work into the offensive zone. Now it's going to be a one-on-one. Votor works in, shoots. That's blocked. Now kicked out to the blue line where it's going to be kept in the offensive zone by Mitchell. She takes a shot. Now behind the net. That's going to be sent back. Leslie loses control of it. Sent up the wall to the blue line for Walsh. Walsh sends that one towards the net. That goes off the shoulder there. Now Buffett loses control of it. Gould trying to get a backhand pass over to Buffett as that's going to be taken away. Now it's going to be White. Walsh, sent it down into the far side corner. Chasing after it is Wilkie. As that's shipped up, Prince tries to play the puck into the offensive zone. That's going to be sent in deep now, and icing is going to be the call. 6:38 on the clock. Shots on goal, 12-10 with the Caps leading in that stat category. 1-0 is still the score. Off the draw, that's going to be one back. Ashbridge tied up with Walsh. That's going to be sent up to the blue line. Harlan takes a shot. That's going to be out of the zone. Offside not called here. Vitor. Now Walsh has a hold of it. Tries to move it up the wall. That's going to be collected now. Gould can't keep a hold of it. Walsh behind the net. Sends it over the left side wall for Vitor. Vitor tries to work up out of the zone as that's going to be sent back in deep by the Caps. Audain almost went for a change there. That's going to be kicked out into the neutral zone by the Surge once again. They're forced to recollect as working in. Kearney doesn't realize it's offside as that's going to be played by Audain. Whiffed on the dump attempt, and now Gould takes it away in the neutral zone. Sends it over to the weak side for Buffett as Leslie now sends it back up into the neutral zone as Beaton tries to work in on the right side. That's sent behind the net where Mitchell collects. Mitchell chips it off the boards to Hartnell. Hartnell now tries to feed it up. That's going to be taken away by White as White tries to work into the offensive zone. Now Hartnell over to Gould. Gould's going to send it into the offensive zone and chase after it on the left side. Robertson tries to get there first. Taken away by Beaton. Beaton works into the neutral zone on the left side. Now tries to enter into Surge territory. Sends it down behind the net as it's going to bounce off the back there. Tran sends it back over to Kim. Kim passes the puck up to Hartnell. Hartnell's going to send it up to Robertson. Now a one-on-one. Robertson works in on the left side. Takes a quick shot as that's going to go off the stick and sent behind the net where Almond tries to feed it in front. Puck was stuck on the back of the net there. It's going to be knocked free as it's White with Beaton. Sends it over to Beaton. Now Beaton works over on the left side. Tries to do a nice move there, but Kim able to get the stick check and knock the puck free. Tran chips off the boards. Now Greenwood back off the boards. This is going to be sent up to Joseph. It's going to be a foot race. Ashbridge able to get there first. Taken back by Greenwood. Greenwood in the corner with the puck. Tries to feed it in front. That's going to be bounced up to McCormick. A quick shot, and it's lost in the hands there. Beaton. Another quick shot and a chest save there by Oliveira for the whistle. 4:10 left to go in this second period of play. Shots on goal. 12-11 with the Caps still leading in that stat category. Off the draw, it's going to be kicked up by Greenwood. Nedelku tries to feed it back to Greenwood. Greenwood now works along the wall. So that's going to be kicked back out to center ice. Nedelku lays out for it, tries to keep it in the offensive zone, but it's going to turn into a one-on-one. Prince, Rosong playing defense, able to get a stick check and knock Prince off the puck as McCormick goes to collect in the corner, works from behind the net now, 3-on-2. Greenwood, tried to slide the puck over to Joseph on the weak side, but the pass can't get through as Rosong goes to collect back in her own zone. Sends it over to Nedelku on the near side as that's going to go into the corner. Joseph goes to help out. Along the wall, battling for it here, Joseph. Now it's poked free. Driscoll works in, shoots, and that's going to go off the shin pads there, Greenwood. Wilkie sends it back down low. Now it's going to be Joseph. Sends it over to the left side. Greenwood. Now it's collected by Wilkie as she tries to get a pass option going as that's going to go wide. And now off the bench, Poirier tried to play the puck there as that's going to be taken away by the Caps. Ashbridge works over on the left side, takes a quick shot as that goes way wide, right? Dowling goes into the corner, loses control of the puck as Audain goes to collect along the wall. Sent behind the net, Ashbridge goes to pick it up here in the corner. Now Audain works in front, lose control of it. A quick shot there by Kearney, goes wide, another loose puck. Able to track it down was Kim and try to bat it out of the way as that's going to be sent back down behind the net. Over to the far side to Rozier. Comes down and pinches, sends it over to Kearney in the corner. Feeds it up to Leslie at the blue line. Leslie works towards the middle, sends it over to Rozier. She shoots low, pad save, rebound opportunity, and it's, no, what a save, oh my goodness! Kim able to get the stick on the goal line and kick it out as it's still a 1-0 game, and they're going to call that one offside as we have 2:10 left to go in this second period of play. Folks, if you're on YouTube, take a quick rewind to 10 seconds ago and just witness what a defensive play Isabel Kim just had to keep the Surge into this one. Allman taking the draw, matched up against Kearney here as that's going to be one back. Walsh sends it into the offensive zone. That's going to be sent back behind the net where Harland collects. Works it from the right side, loses control of it after it bounces in front of the net. Oliveira able to get a stick on it. Now Harland works over to the near side, tries to find a pass option, chips it off the glass as that's going to be sent down. And we have a delayed penalty call coming up, and it's going to be on the surge, as it's going to be it's going to be on the Caps here. Surge played the puck, and the whistle was blown. But it's going to be number 6, Ava Beaton, sent to the box, so a power play opportunity here for the Surge. Down 1-0, a chance for them to tie it up at 1 apiece before heading into the third and final period of play. As it's Almond, Joseph, Robertson, Hartnell, and Walsh playing. Greenwood comes out for Joseph. Greenwood's been playing unreal so far today here for the Lindsay Surge. As that's going to be sent up to the blue line. Walsh plays the wall, sends it over to Hartnell. Hartnell walks in, sends it back down low for Robertson in the corner. Robertson back up to Walsh at the blue line. Walsh moves around now, tries to look for a pass option, sends it over to the left side, finds Almond. Almond back to Walsh at the point, sends it back over. Hartnell down low. Robertson, one-timer chance to Greenwood, goes wide as Prince now takes it away and sends it deep into the offensive zone. Walsh goes to collect, wraps around from behind her net, now looks for a breakout option. Able to work into the offensive zone on the right side. Walsh into the corner now, holds on to the puck. Now holds still, now sends it over to Almond on the left side. Almond back to Walsh at the point, sends it over to Hartnell on the near side. Walsh, he walks in, shoots, that goes off a stick, over to Robertson. Robertson shoots on net. We got 1 minute left to go in the power play, 45 seconds on the clock in this second period. Walsh winds up for the slap shot, a pad save, a rebound opportunity, and covered by Oliveira for the whistle. What a defensive showdown this game has been so far. We're almost 40 minutes into the play. Shots on goal have only been 14-12. A lot of turnovers created by defensive opportunities by either team here, as this may be a low-scoring series all week long. I guess next weekend will be Game 3 and Game 4, where the Surge will be playing away at the Greenfoot Energy Center. Walsh now at center, feeds it across to Almond. Almond tries to work in, takes a quick shot, that's going to go wide. Hartnell loses control of the puck after being taken down along the wall. Greenwood has a hold of it, a backhand shot and a pad save by Oliveira, as the clear attempt is going to be successful as it goes out into the neutral zone. Walsh collects, 10 seconds left to go. Picks up some speed here in the neutral zone, able to work along the wall. Walks in, a backhand shot, loose puck, wraparound chance for Greenwood, sends it in front, another loose puck shot by Joseph, and that's going to do it here for the second period of play. 1-0 the score. Greenfoot Caps hold the lead here on High Button Sports. I'm Cohen Ingram. Stick around as we have a fantastic third period of play coming right up in just a few moments. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to High Button Sports. I'm Cohen Ingram. We're here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, ready to bring you this third period of play between the Lindsay Surge and the Greenfoot Caps. You're on High Button Sports for the MMFHL Provincial Championship. The winner of this moves on to Atlantics to face whoever wins in the New Brunswick region and the PEI region, as that's going to be sent up to Robertson. Robertson now looks around for a pass option, tries to send it up to Hartnell. That's going to be taken away by DeRosier as Robertson sends it up to Almond. Almond back up to Walsh. Walsh over to Almond. Back over to Mitchell. Sends that one towards the net as that's going to be collected now by the Caps. Trying to go the other way. That's going to be tied up now. Taking it is going to be Mitchell as she tries to send it towards the net. Now Robertson goes into the corner, feeds it over to Hartnell behind the net. She's tied up, going into the corner with Kearney. But for the one-timer, Walsh takes a slap shot. That one goes wide. Almond tries to feed it in front for Robertson as that's going to be taken back. White goes to collect along the near side wall and sends it up to Beaton. Beaton tied up, trying to enter into the offensive zone. That's going to be taken away as Robertson collects the puck for the Surge. Moves in on the near side wall, sends it towards the net. That's going to bounce wide. Along the wall, McCormick collects it, feeds it across to Joseph. Joseph, loose puck in front. Oliveira jumps on top of it for the whistle. 18:48 left to go in this third and final period of play here on High Button Sports. As that quick draw is going to get a shot off from Greenwood. In the mix of that, as that's going to be taken by Beaton. She tries to chip it into the offensive zone. It's going to be a foot race. Down low, Rosong sends it up to Greenwood. Greenwood sends it across to Joseph on the weak side as she tries to work into the offensive zone. Goes from behind the net. She's pinched up against the wall by Harland as that's going to be sent up the wall. Collected now by McCormick as she works towards the middle of the offensive zone. Sends it over to Nedelku. That shot in front of rebound opportunity, and it's taken away by the Caps. Going the other way. Jodry sends it over to the left side. Beaton taken down along the wall as we have a delayed penalty coming up on the Surge. As it's going to be a body contact call, and it's going to be on number 21, Alicia Nedelku. So the Caps get a 2-minute power play here with 18:03 left to go. Chance for them to extend their lead. Beaton matched up against Gould here on the draw. Off the draw, it's going to be won back by Gould as Vitor now has a hold of it here in the corner. That's taken away as Beaton now collects the puck. Sends it up into center ice. Caps forced to recollect. DeRosier sends it over to White. White now works back into her own zone. Takes her time. Now tries to work along the near side wall. Gould tries to apply pressure here. White works into the corner. Over to Kearney. Kearney now sends it down low for Beaton. Beaton tries to send it across. That's picked off by Gould as Gould tries to send it up the wall and clear it as that's going to go out into the neutral zone. DeRosier tries to feed it back over to Kearney as that's going to go wide, sent down the ice, and it's going to be icing. 17:20 left to go here in this third and final period of play. Hartnell taking the draw here for the Surges. That's going to be one back. Tran takes a slap shot and a glove save there by Oliveira. $17:14 left to go here on the clock. 1 minute and 11 seconds, left to go on the power play here for the Caps. Face off in their own zone. DeRosier over to White on the right side. White tries to work out of her zone now on the breakout. Passes center ice, now drops it off as Beaton has it. Caps recollect in the neutral zone. Beaton enters. Drops it off for DeRosier along the blue line. DeRosier now looks around for a pass option. Feeds it over to the left side for White. Back up top for DeRosier. Over to Beaton on the right side. Beaton works up to the point now. Holds. Drops it off for White. White along the wall, now moves up to the RBC logo. As that's going to be taken away. Driscoll takes a quick shot and a pad save there by Feltham. DeRosier feeds it over to White. White along the near side wall, fakes a shot there, and it's going to be taken away by Tranish. That's going to be a clear attempt down the ice. 15 seconds left to go on the power play here for the Caps. DeRosier takes it out of her own zone. Pressure being applied by Almond. As that's going to be sent up to center ice. Almond takes the puck away as that's going to be sent back. Walsh backpedals into her own zone, tries to clear it down the ice, but that's going to be taken back. Rosong along the wall. We're back to 5-on-5. That's going to exit into the neutral zone here. Battling forward, Almond. Now it's going to be sent back to Walsh. Robertson on the weak side now with the puck. Moves past center ice, tries to work into offensive territory as she's going to work into the left side corner. Wraps around from behind the net, battling there with Harlan. Dowling goes to help out. A loose puck in front, a quick shot, and that's going to go wide left. Now along the wall. That's going to be collected by Prince. Prince now sends it down low as that's going to be wrapped around the boards over to the left side where Walsh collects. Pinched up against the wall by Ashbridge. Now going the other way, the surge. It's Robertson at center ice with the puck. Chips it into the offensive zone and chases after it. Harlan now wraps it around. That's going to go over to Beaton and exit into the neutral zone. That's going to be sent back in deep by the surge. Audane. Jodry down low. Wilkie now collects it. Tries to feed it up the wall. As that's going to be collected now by Tran. Tran looks around, tries to feed it over to McCormick. McCormick works into the offensive zone, takes a quick shot through traffic, and that's going to be blocked along the way. Jodry chips it up to Beaton. Beaton now exits. A stick lift there by McCormick. Takes the puck back here for the Surge as she's going to wrap around the net. Chips it off the glass, tries to feed it up to Greenwood. That's going to go wide, now collected by DeRosier. Rosier up to Beaton. Now that's going to be sent towards Beaton there. She's going to chip it into the offensive zone and chase after it. Tran goes behind the net. So that's going to be sent up the wall. Greenwood. Try to feed that one across to Joseph, but Leslie takes that one. DeRosier on the left side wall, trying to move up out of the zone. So that's going to exit. Buffett battling out with Driscoll as that's going to be Kim. Over to Walsh, back to Kim. Now Kim sends it down. DeRosier has a hold of it. Walsh collects the puck, now tries to send it into the offensive zone as that's going to be a quick shot and a blocker saved by Oliveira as Buffett collects. Tries to wrap that one around. Leslie takes it away and tries to feed it up to Beaton on the right side. It's going to be sent back down low behind the net. Buffett collects for the Surge. Pumps the brakes there. Tries to feed it in front for the one-timer chance. Gould collects, sends it back into the corner. Leslie. That's going to be sent up to the blue line now. Walsh walks in. Walsh shoots through traffic. That's blocked. Now going the other way with it is going to be Kearney as she works up the far side wall. Now sends it deep into the offensive zone. Behind the net. Walsh collects. Sends it over to the near side wall. Buffett tries to go get it in time, but Harlan's going to get there first. Now Mitchell chips it off the glass. So that's going to be sent back towards the net, but now collected as it's going to be Walsh working up the left side. Tries to chip it into the offensive zone. Harlan tries to get a stick check there. Audane now has a hold of it. Hartnell able to get a stick check and send it back in deep to the offensive zone. Nedelku feeds it up to Robertson. Robertson's going to chip it into the offensive zone as that's going to go off the linesman there. Now kicked out. That's going to be a foot race, potentially an icing, and yes, it will be. 12:23 on the clock here in this third period of play. Shots on goal, 17-16 with the Caps leading in that stat category as we've had a defensive matchup here in this series. Caps able to win yesterday 2-1 in a low-scoring matchup. Today, same occurrence here as it's 1-0. Shots on goal, 17-16 like I just said. Not too many shots in almost 50 minutes of total playing time. Off the draw now, it's going to be collected by Robertson. She sends it towards the net. It's bobbling there. It's going to be collected by Harlan now. Harlan feeds it up to White. White enters into the offensive zone on the right side, shoots, and a blocker save there by Feltham. Robertson loses control of it. Rosong now in the corner. Tries to feed it up, finds Robertson into the neutral zone as that's going to be sent in. Robertson on the left side, shoots. That's a pad save, by Oliveira as Kearney goes to collect on the right side, sends it up the wall, but Walsh collects. Now sent down low for Hartnell as she wraps around from behind the net. Sends it back down behind the net as Harland chases after it. Greenwood tries to go collect in the corner, able to get there first. Corral the puck, tries to send it in front for McCormick, but that's taken away. He's going the other way with it is Prince. Prince works past center ice, loses control of puck. Now it's Kearney. Kearney walks in on the right side. Tries to take a shot. That goes off the mask of Feltham. And it's going to be covered and blown down for the whistle. 11:21 left to go. Face-off going to be sent down on the right side here in Surge territory as that's going to be collected by Tran. Now over to the left side, Kim has a hold of the puck. Chips it up to Joseph as that's going to be sent to the blue line now. Collected by Tran. Tran. Now Ashbridge has a hold of it here in the corner for the Caps. It's taken back by Tran as she tries to feed it up for the breakout over to Greenwood at center ice. Greenwood tries to slide it across to Joseph as that's going to hop over the stick. Joseph goes to collect the puck here in the corner as that's going to be sent over. Kim now sends it back down low as that's going to wrap around to the near side as DeRosier chases after it. Now Ashbridge battling along the blue line. It's going to be kicked out to the neutral zone where Tran sends it across to Kim. Kim tries to find Joseph. Joseph had a stick on puck but loses control of it. As that's going to be kicked out. On the change is going to be collected by Votor as they collect some space here. Votor all alone sends it towards the net. Oliveira is going to cover it here for the whistle. 10-17 left to go in this final period of play. Off the draw, the Surge are going to win it, but it's going to exit into the neutral zone. Back into Surge territory as Mitchell picks it up, sends it over to Walsh on the far side. Now back to Mitchell at center ice. Mitchell finds Vitor as she enters into the offensive zone on the right side. Takes a shot, that's blocked, sent out into the neutral zone once again. Buffett sends it across to Walsh. Walsh now works into the neutral zone, past center ice, into Caps territory after dumping the puck in and chasing after it. Into the corner now. Buffett loses control of the puck. Harland now beaten on the far side wall. That's going to exit into the neutral zone as it's going to be collected by Walsh. Sent over to Gould at center ice. Gould works into the Caps zone, sends it over to Poirier on the near side as she works into the corner. Pressure being applied by Beaton. Poirier comes back around from the far side. Sends it up to Rosong at the blue line. Rosong shoots through traffic. That's tipped. Goes behind the net as it's going to be collected now. Gould loses control of the puck. Rosong able to hold the blue line here for the Surge. So that's going to be sent down low. Wilkie tries to get there first, but now it's going to be collected by Ashbridge as she sends it down the ice. And icing is going to be waved off here. Now McCormick on the breakout. Takes it for herself on the left side. Able to enter into the offensive zone. Creates some space for herself. Sends it across. A one-timer chance for Poirier, and she was off balance and couldn't get the shot off. Big chance there for the Surge here in this third period of play. As that's going to exit into the neutral zone now. Collected by McCormick. Sends it back to Nedelku. Nedelku feeds it up to Hartnell. So that's going to go up into the bench and out of play. Heads up. As the faceoff's now going to be just outside the Surge zone on the far side. Or sorry, it's going to be kicked out over to the Cap side of the neutral zone. Kearney Matched up against Almond here on the draw. As that's going to be one up to center ice by the Caps. Chasing after it, Robertson feeds it back to Mitchell. Mitchell now tries to find Almond at center ice as she's taken down. And we have a penalty coming up as DeRosier sent Almond to the ice. So it's going to be Calla DeRosier sent to the box for a power play chance for the Surge now. So they now have a big opportunity to tie this one up, as I believe we may have a timeout called by the Surge. No, it's going to be head coach Jordan Burke calling his team over just to give a quick few words of advice as they head over to the faceoff on the left side here in the offensive zone. Almond taking the draw. Greenwood on left wing. Robertson on the right. That's going to be sent up to Walsh at the blue line. Walsh moves over to the point. Now sends it across to Almond. Almond now sends it down low for Robertson behind the net. Hartnell goes to collect in the corner. Sends it up to Walsh at the blue line. Walsh looks around for a pass option, holds on. Now sends it over. Almond tries to take a shot. Stick's broken, is sent over to Hartnell for the one-timer chance as that one goes wide. Now battling along the wall. Almond able to collect a new stick after sending it back into the neutral zone. Hartnell looks around. That pass picked off by White. And that's going to be cleared down the ice to chew some time off the power play. Now it's going to be Walsh wrapped around from behind her own net. Works into the neutral zone onto the right side now. Walks in. Walsh has a room. And that's going to be covered by Oliveira for the whistle. Shots on goal, currently 19-18, Surge leading in that stat category as we still have a 1-0 game here on High Button Sports. Joseph taking the draw here for the Surge, matched up against Beaton. Off the draw, Joseph's going to win it forward. Now pinched into the corner, Harland trying to chew some time off the penalty kill as that's going to be collected by McCormick and sends it up to Rosong. Rosong now on the blue line. Looks around, sends it back over to McCormick. McCormick shoots through traffic, a rebound opportunity, loose puck in front as that's going to exit into the neutral zone. Nedelku falls down to the ice as it's going to be Jodry working in, takes a shot, and that's going to be just wide left as she goes to collect it on the far side wall and sends it towards the net. That's going to wrap around from behind the net. Nedelku goes to play it in the corner, tries to clear the zone. Harlan's going to send it back in deep. Nedelku has to recollect. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Surge. Not too much time to work with here, as that's going to be sent over to the far side. Now Rosong lose control of the puck. Sent back out, Joseph. Passes the red line, now tries to work into the offensive zone. Vitor picks it up and does so on the left side. Vitor pumps onto the brakes, holds the puck, now sends it over to Rosong at the point. Rosong whiffs on the shot, able to recollect the puck. Sends it over to the near side wall where Vitor is going to send it down low behind the net. Joseph tied up with Harlan. Joseph able to find the puck. Now McCormick with a shot. That's going to be a pad save by Oliveira. Now McCormick has a hold of it on the far side wall. Tries to send it over to the near side as that's going to be bouncing into the corner. Harlan collects. Tries to feed it up to Prince as Harlan's going to take it for herself now. A stick check knocks a puck loose and she sends it into the offensive zone. Harlan's going to go for a change as fresh five are now out here for the Caps. Robertson sends that towards the net as that's going to be covered by Oliveira, and she decides to just cover it instead of playing it out to her teammates for the whistle here. 5:33 on the clock in this final period of play. And off the draw, that's going to be won back by the Caps. Now onto the right side, Robertson lose control of the puck as that's going to be kicked out. Kim now sends it towards the net. That's going to go behind. DeRosier goes to collect on the breakout. Surge still offside. Almond doesn't go to recollect as it's going to be played out into the neutral zone. Now Hartnell drops it off for Kim. Over to Tran now. Tran tries to find Robertson as that pass goes wide. DeRosier collects the puck. Sends it up to Dowling. It's now going to be picked up by Kim. Kim sends it behind the wall there. Now it's going to be collected. Robertson on the near side. Tries to work into the offensive zone. Takes a quick shot. That's going to be blocked. Another quick shot there as Gould bats it out of the air. Tries to send it towards the net. Lose control of the puck as it's sent into the corner now. Robertson goes for a change. Poirier out there for Robertson. Vitor picks the puck up behind the net. Holds on to it. Chips it up to Walsh at the blue line. Walsh over to Mitchell on the near side. Mitchell takes a shot. That's blocked by White. Leslie now has a hold of it. Sends it up to White. White tries to exit into the neutral zone, and with a chip pass over to Beaton. Now back to White. White enters. Stick lift there. Come from Mitchell. Knocks the puck loose as Kearney has a hold of it on the wall. Now Walsh sends it up to Vitor. Vitor can't get there in time as that's going to go off a shin pad of Mitchell and sent into the corner where Poirier collects. Now that chip pass finds Vitor. She's going to send it towards the net and it goes wide. Harland takes it behind the net, now looks for a pass option, sends it up to Ashbridge. Ashbridge does a nice 360 there to work space off of McCormick. Now Beaton passes center ice for the Caps, sends it into the offensive zone. Walsh goes to pick it up on the right side. Greenwood looking for a pass option, tries to feed it up to Joseph. Now McCormick has a hold of it, works in on the right side. Knocked off the puck by Beaton there as Harlan goes to collect it in the corner. Sends it over to the far side as that's going to be collected by Ashbridge. Rosong able to pinch and collect the puck for the Surge in the offensive zone. Greenwood now with a one-timer chance, sends it over to Nedelku. She shoots and Beaton lays out for the block. As that's going to go off the boards now out into the neutral zone where Rosong has a hold of the puck here for the Surge. 3:05 left to go on the clock. Joseph works in on the left side, shoots just over top of the net there as that's going to go off the glass over to White on the right side. Chip pass up to Driscoll. Driscoll moves in on the left side, past the defender, and taken down, heading into the boards there. Luckily, able to get up right away as White works into the offensive zone. Change there by Almond as she's able to get stick on puck and knock it loose. Now Greenwood sends it over. Hartnell up to Almond. Almond now works in at center ice. It's a 2-on-2 here for the Surge. Almond tries to drop it off for Hartnell. That pass goes offline. They have to recollect down low. DeRosier goes to take it away here for the Caps in the corner. That's going to exit into the neutral zone. Walsh looks around trying to survey the ice here. She sends it over to Almond. Almond now looks around, sends it over to Robertson on the near side wall. Robertson works into the corner, pinched up against the boards by DeRosier as Kearney goes to collect down low. Now it's going to be Leslie. Leslie looking for a breakout option, tries to send it off the boards as that's going to go down the ice. And icing is the call. 1:54 left to go here in this third and final period of play. Shots on goal, 22-19. Caps still holding that 1-0 lead after a goal late in that first period of play to give them that lead that they still have to this point. As that's going to be sent up to the blue line now. Walsh has a hold of it. Tries to chip it off the boards. That's going to be collected. Walsh able to hold the blue line. Walsh walks in, shoots, tipped in front, a rebound opportunity, a loose puck. And we're going to have some scuffling here in front of the net as Oliveira has been standing on her head all night long. 24 shots against, 24 saves with 1:41 left to go in this third and final period of play here on High Button Sports. We're getting down to the wire here, folks. As everybody is on the edge of their seats here at the RBC Center, specifically Pad C, even more specifically the Halifax Mooseheads official practice facility here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. As that's going to be kicked out to the blue line now. Beaton has a hold of it, looks for a stretch feed, finds Ashbridge as she enters into the offensive zone on the left side, sends that one towards the net pad, saved by Feltham. Now Ashbridge battling up against the boards by Rosong. 1:25 on the clock. Beaton pinches it up against the boards, still trying to chew time off this clock here in the offensive zone. As that's going to be collected now by Rosong on the breakout now. Surge, try to survey. We'll wait and see if they're going to send Feltham to the bench. Burke is going to send her as that's now going to be an extra attacker out there for the Surge as that goes way up in the air, bobbling into the neutral zone. Now McCormick comes out as the extra attacker, works in on the left side. McCormick chips it past a defender there, now chases after it behind the net. Wraps around, holds on to the puck for a pass option, feeds it up to Tran. Tran over to Walsh. Walsh loses it in the feet, now collected by Walsh as she's going to chip it down low. Greenwood tries to send it towards the net. She's tied up, sends it behind the net for McCormick. McCormick, backhand pass, that's going to be sent up to Walsh. Walsh walks in, shoots through traffic. That one just goes wide. 30 seconds left to go. Tran has a hold of it. Backhand pass, tries to find Vitor. That's going to be sent into the corner. Now McCormick tries to bat it free. Tran tied up there. That's going to be knocked loose. Now Joseph tries to get a shot off. That's going to be sent into the corner to Rozier. Sends it up to the blue line where Walsh is able to hold. 10 seconds. Oh, McCormick shoots. That just goes wide. Now going to be sent over to the near side wall where Tran goes to help out. And that's going to do it here, folks, as the Greenfoot Caps win Game 2 and are up in this series 2-0 over the Lindsay Surge. As the Greenfoot Caps are going to have a 2-game series back at their home barn in the Greenfoot Energy Center in Bedford, Nova Scotia next weekend for Games 3 and 4. I'm Cohen Ingram, and this is High Button Sports, as that's going to do it for us up here in the booth tonight. I hope everybody has a fantastic week ahead of them, and good night.